Alright, guys, welcome on board, football lovers everywhere. Welcome back to Football Yarn, episode 64. This is the home of bold opinions, where we share the sharp debates. And you can see the passion in our conversation. And this is where our perspectives always meet honesty. Mr. Four Bullet is here, and Mr. Ewa is here to give us the conversation off limits. And Mr. Ola is present in the building as well to give us the conversation of what has happened behind the scene and behind the 90 minutes as well. This is Football Yarn, and we are here to talk about the stories that keep millions watching every single week. And on this, we are not just here to question them, we are here to challenge perspectives, and Lekon is also present as you always break down these talking points from every angle. So wherever you're listening from, guys, stay with us. The questions are ready, the debates are coming, the guys are prepped down, and conversation starts now. This is Football Yarn once again, episode 64. Lekon, Mr. Four Bullets, welcome on board. There's just, these days I have this special aura of welcoming you, of introducing you as a man that you are, as man of honor, as man of timber and caliber, as professor of love. You don't say you go buy me drink after we
She knows.
We telling you.
I go buy. She go see.
See, Toby, I like the way they introduce me nowadays. Because since last episode, my just a swing good. You did enjoy it. But now be like on 4 bullets. I use 4 glasses. So that's why they call 4 bullets. One of many inspiration. I have professor of love. Doctorate in therapy. I talk to Kadola. Kadola have changed. I'm the evidence. I can talk to anybody. Bring your matter to me. Don't bless you.
Guys, that's the call for you. The best dad ever.
Yeah. Fill up.
If it's easy, make you try out. So I say it possible make Lekon they give Ola no gents.
I don't know.
As of now.
I don't know, but I'm professor of love now, so
say follow Guardiola.
Guardiola life don't change.
We don't call him that for the better or for the worse.
Change that happen. Change. Now so some people promise us change. We don't gonna know the kind change. We see change.
If your life not change,
we need hope.
If your life not change since that time, I don't know.
Now you know.
Yeah. It's good to be back. Ola is here. I'm excited to be back again. I definitely came with this cap. I've not been around for 2 episodes now. That's because I'm working. I'm working to be the best dad ever. Responsibility choke. It's not easy. So I'm back here. I'm always excited. Anytime I'm with the guys, I'm always excited to talk football, to banter, to do everything. We are here because you are always listening to us. Thank you very much. And we are going to have a lot of fun once again this morning.
You're not going to introduce me. Which one? Why are you going to do me?
You know the press money now.
No. I need you.
Say people for Italia. For Italo, they Calago. Milano, Italia.
Go accord everybody their respect. Nobody will call the
easy.
Nobody
will do anything you want to die.
Say you don't reach professor level like Lekon. Say you don't reach professor.
Which one we say go? It's almost like 30 minutes to introduce Lekon.
Doctorate.
He go.
From which university?
Doctorate for therapy. Yeah. If he doesn't introduce me, I'll introduce myself. This is how I'm back on the show, and it's been a very beautiful ride, and it's been a very beautiful journey. You've been with us from the start of this journey, and you're still with us. And we promise to always give you the best. And a lot of things happened over the weekend, even though there was no Premier League to enjoy, but there were other leagues to enjoy, like the La Liga. Barcelona are back on top
FA Cup
with I think 4 points. The FA Cup went down. Italian Serie A, there was the Milan derby. Milan came out victorious against Inter Milan. It was a very beautiful watch. Juve, and of course, the most exciting one I don't think people followed it, but it was the most exciting one over the weekend. I'm talking about Como.
Yeah.
They are in the top 5. Who would have thought? Fabregas is doing a very wonderful job in the Italian Serie A, and he's doing a very remarkable one with Como. And guys, we've got a lot of things and a lot of talking points packaged for you. Just stay right here.
All right, now still right here. Let's start from, before I got in the studio, I was asking me as if I don't join security force. Say that they look for so person. Now the big question is, where is our missing player? Let's start at home in the Nigerian Premier Football League. I mean, because right now one club is asking a very strange question: where is our player?
Go back.
Castina United have officially declared their striker Uche Collins absent without official.
They go back.
The NPFL is a circus.
I mean,
because you have to ask yourself, a player has been missing for the past, I think, 2 weeks now.
Yeah.
And you're coming out to say, our striker
It's lost.
And you have to imagine, maybe this guy don't go join in the Iran Israel war, because where is this guy? Where is this guy? And another one is coming in. I will let you share that. Because it's a comedy at this point.
And there's something Castilla United are sounding their alarm, because they've won that if any club, especially from Europe, attempt to sign him without following proper transfer procedure and securing required.
How they tell no say that Europe?
No be today they happen now. No be today they happen now.
So okay,
You know what
so let me say that they find them, but maybe they try put the threat, say
Which threat you get?
Even like all those guys will say,
Which threat?
even like all those guys will say, meat go miss inside pot. They will say, I'm not talking about you chop am, but sure how this meat waka. So it kind of relate. We not talk say they miss, but if you go see this guy for Europe,
What's he want?
we not go explain to us why I ain't reach there.
How you get there?
I ain't get there.
Yeah.
and you don't feel like it's a situation. Okay, now let's even paint that it's in Europe, and maybe to one Aktobe in Kazakhstan. I mean, I still feel like last it's just going to be settled based on money. Okay, how much is the contract? Okay, I signed a 3-year contract with you. Is it something that work like, okay, let's say my 3-year contract, then it pays them off?
I think it does. I don't think it works like that. If this said player goes on, allegedly goes on to sign for a club in Europe, and without the consent and without agreement with Katsina United, there's going to be a serious problem.
Which sort of problem?
Which
problem?
He's signed.
Sign.
He's legally
Now, no rate us. Now, no rate our NPFL.
On the more serious note,
There won't be any problem.
on the more serious
There
note,
won't be any problem.
legally signed.
What would they talk as
Katsina
we see
United. He's going to be fined. First of all, the club signing him
That's
are
still
also going to be sued.
It's still money.
NPFL is a joke.
Thank you.
NPFL, see, person come out. I don't know. Where go day? If you offend, you don't say no day. Then you face consequences. But yeah, no day.
But what Uche do?
I know what they shout. I don't want to shout today. But this guy, they make me shout. If my brother, go for him. My brother.
A lot of people have come to talk about that. This is just another clear example of the structural issue that still affects club management in Nigerian football.
Yeah. The truth is, I wanted to say there is no solid contract signed anywhere in NPFL. I'm going to tell you that for free. NPFL from Enugu Rangers, from the top football clubs in NPFL, there is no solid contract. That's why the players believe they can actually get away with this. Is not happening for the first time. It's just funny because the way Katsina United actually said their player is missing is something that has always been happening. How will you be the top scorer in the NPFL? And you go missing. So the truth is there is a structural problem in the contract signed. Yeah, for crying out loud, there is. I heard Remo Stars coach. They got another coach with no information about the previous coach. They got the guy who reported him. They said he's a technical director, and so people were telling me that their old coach have not been seen for like 2 months and no solid anything. no PR or anything from anybody. You can just disappear. So it's only NPFL that coaches and players are disappearing. As if they did not sign anything. So I don't think there will be any consequence. The structure is just wrong.
Because they go Dubai, go enjoy yourself.
In as much it is very funny, but at the same time it's a serious issue.
Yeah.
Because how can a player just decide?
Even the headlines.
Wake up in the morning and the next thing is I'm going to leave, and the next thing the club are announcing that the player is missing. God forbid. God forbid. I'm telling you, God forbid. When I first saw the news, when I saw the news, when an NPFL player is missing, I'm like, hopefully it is not this case of banditry or kidnapping. Then I'm like, oh, it is what it is.
Don't go again. Don't Cyprus, Kazakhstan.
You don't get to it now.
It is very.
You don't get to it.
Yeah. It's becoming a trend. And it's a bad one. It's a bad trend.
For tourists.
It's a bad trend.
All right, guys, let's move to Mama Chalet country. It's not now Mama Chalet, it's Papa Chalet now. You know, because we have the King Charles. So now let's talk about Tottenham Hotspur real quick. You know, last week, Lekon was talking about that Igor Tudor has just been set up to fail.
Yeah.
I mean, this is another week. We've witnessed what happened also.
Yeah.
It's looking more like the reality. Yeah. I mean, it's been long that we've seen any club in the traditional top 6, you know, back to the relegation field.
This is now.
Yes. Last season, the only thing they used
escaped,
to they escaped. The only thing because they had the laurels.
Yeah.
Last season, that was the only. I mean, that was the.
It was a bad campaign for them in the league last season too. Very, very, very bad campaign.
Ola, do you see Hotspurs going down? I, as an Arsenal fan, for one, I mean, I would definitely want to see that. I don't know if you share my sentiment.
You know, Jack Wilshere of the manager of Luton in League One is actually aspiring to promote to the championship, and in one of his press conference, he was like, he's looking forward to meeting Tottenham next season in the championship. And I saw another funny one that say all the players from championship, when they come to the Tottenham stadium, which is a very magnificent, beautiful stadium, that they won't be able to play any game. They will just be looking at the stadium and Tottenham will just come back easily. And jokes apart, I think we need to start taking it seriously that Tottenham could actually go to the championship. You know, there have been a lot of issues. You know, when you battle relegation 2 years in a row, then the alarm bells are really ringing. I think Tottenham needs to do something. It's a pity that Daniel Levy has left, and you know, and this is really, really happening to them. You know, it's just like people will say, be careful what you wish for. Because I remember Tottenham fans, Levy out, and it has gotten worse since Levy left. But, you know, as an Arsenal fan, I'm not saying I don't have any sympathy for them, to be sincere. I want them gone, because at least the problem of London Derby will reduce a little bit. But I think it's a very, very big concern. They could be going down.
Before I talk, you know, if we had this conversation maybe, I mean, few months ago, this question would have sounded ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, but football just has a way of just humbling clubs, especially, let's say, maybe big clubs.
Yeah.
This is not something of joke. This is serious. Spurs are just 1 point above relegation zone, with only 9 games left in this season, and the numbers are worrying.
Coupled with their injuries, and that's the major issue.
So, I mean, they are the only Premier League team yet to win a match in 2026, and
they've lost their last.
This is March already.
Yeah.
Do you think they deserve to be relegated?
Yeah. The truth is, I'm not going to sit here and tell you they deserve to be relegated, but if your results are not good enough, I mean, you get what you deserve. So it's not me. I'm not in position to say, Tottenham should be relegated. But look at the results. They've not won a game in the Premier League in 2026. That's even the least of their worries. One of the big issues they have now is players can't keep fit, and even their most dependable players are getting red carded. Almost every week. You have your two captains in Romero and Van der Ven. In the space of a month, they've both gotten red carded. As a player, you want to go into a team and be like, okay, there are certain players you look up to. I wonder what the younger players are looking up to, because in this time of critical moment, you need your captains to be available.
Yes,
you need them to
definitely.
steady the ship.
Definitely.
You need them to lead the team.
Yes.
But then you have to look at the captains. They are not even worth to be called captains at this point.
Yes.
Romero, it feels like these players are just waiting for the season to end and probably leave, because that's what it looks is looking like. Some weeks ago, Romero made some ridiculous statement about Spurs. We know Spurs will always be Spurs, but then as the captain of the club, you're supposed to protect the image and the badge. But then he has come in and he has criticized Spurs every now and then. And you, as a captain, it's not like you've done anything well to even be called, to even be called the captain, because you've made the matter worse.
Yeah.
And we got Tudor, even though I think he's not going to save Spurs.
A failure.
You've come in, you've elaborated sports problems.
Exactly.
They didn't bring you in to tell us sports
We
problems.
know there is a
you were
problem
brought
already.
in to take care of these problems, not tell us what we
the
can
problem
see.
is, yeah.
Because before you came in, the problem were there, and the reason why you are here is because of those problems. And you've come in and you've made it known to us that Spurs have a
have
problem.
bad behavior.
We know
Yeah.
Spurs have a problem. What have you done?
fix it.
Because so far so good. It seems they've gone worse.
Yeah.
Because every time they've played under Gotudo, they never looks like scoring.
Yeah. Not at all.
Every minute it looks like
Considered
Spurs are going to get a
seven
goal.
goals. Yeah.
Spurs are going to concede a goal.
Yeah.
And they've considered nothing less than 2 goals since it's coming. So since it's coming, what have you done?
All right. Before I come to Lekon, I just one question. I mean, we are looking at it that why this relegation will be catastrophic for Spurs, and we're looking at the angle of, because that means they will have so many lost, almost like £261 million annual revenue could disappear, TV rights and everything, almost like £254 million wage bill will become, because there has a start that when you're playing in championship, then
I
definitely
think
you have to drop.
there's a particular news going around that 50% will be cut off.
Yeah.
But I don't think those players care anyway.
Sponsorship deal. Now, in short, relegation will just hurt this football club. But now let's look at it. The big question now, Lekon. Are Tottenham Hotspur genuinely too big to go down, or this is exactly how big? Because it's looking as if, come on, this. All I was talking about the stadium now.
Yeah.
With the championship even allow them to be using that stadium, so it won't be as shit.
They're going on the whole concert.
Toby, nobody is too big to go down. In football, they go humble you. And if you are talking about football, talking about this ball, I love it. It's my passion. Come to me, I'll tell you. I'll give you direction. It's not easy to have a doctorate. For someone to call you God of position. I've been in this scenario before. And I saw it before it happens.
With Man U.
The games that you give to be almost send out go village.
You don't play my game.
You don't reach grade 7. That's small. You will get enter.
Now we drag a man to die. You never reach time.
Don't play my game. See, Tottenham. No, it just see, nobody's too big. Even Leicester City, when they won the league.
They don't win league. They won the league. They won the FA Cup. They won the Community Shield.
They went back.
They're even looking like they're going to be relegated from the championship.
So they go. So now waiting here. Tottenham not win. Tottenham never win this. So me they go. Nobody's too big. Everybody they are all the same. Equal. Football go humble you, and they are great. What do that guy never go Crystal Palace? The guy who never go Crystal Palace. Just when we Europa for them last season. Almost that guy do something.
Send them out.
Alright guys, let's move to the FA Cup now. The competition that always reminds us why football is unpredictable.
Exactly.
I mean, because this round delivered something that the FA Cup is famous for: giant killings. I mean, in that game versus Chelsea, I mean, at some point, it don't be like say, she no be saying Mark Reynolds, Jazz don't they catch these guys like this. And this is the beauty of this competition. I don't know, guys. How much of big headlines would it have been if it had, like, the result that just turned out?
I tell you, Chelsea no good. Chelsea coach no good. Yes, that man, you could see evidently that the man no good. The man no sabi anything. Now average. No, if even that average go make I draw her back. I don't draw my average back.
Now below average.
Now below average. Now the average. You know, with the face
Exam.
Why they use yourself?
Bro, Greece become.
They use yourself.
Greece become man.
No, forget that one.
No, you mind that.
Okay, so the first West Ham, they use yourself. See, if they West Ham not correct me.
Lekon for that game, for long period of that game, Wrexham looked like they genuinely believe that they could pull off another FA Cup story.
They want to kill Chelsea.
That's beautiful. That's the beautiful thing about league.
And they are already
cup
knocked
matches.
out Nottingham Forest.
Yeah, they did. That's the beautiful thing about these cup matches. They are always upset, and the upset mostly come when you're playing away from home. If you're a big club, you know, you go into a stadium of Wrexham. They are welcoming you to hell because they know this game will define their history if they can pull off something, and that is what Wrexham wanted to do. And their trajectory has been very beautiful. Look at the way they started. And
Double back-to-back promotion.
And I think their owner, what's his name again?
Reynolds.
Reynolds has done a fantastic job.
If you look at what happened in that FA Cup as well, Port Vale currently sitting bottom of League One.
Not be that beat. He
They beat Sunderland 1-0.
Even Southampton is there come out.
Lekon,
For
you know if you tell me say you win that FA
show
Cup
Arsenal
prediction.
Pepe.
Say that.
Why you want set them up?
No, wait, man.
Why you want set them up?
No, he just called himself God of prediction now.
I say want set them up.
I tell you, say when Sunderland come to Premier League.
No, Port Vale
I tell you,
Sunderland.
you talk.
No,
I tell you, say I like
Sunderland.
Sunderland.
Port Vale Sunderland.
But listen now, now.
Lekon, FA Cup, Port Vale Sunderland.
How they go? If you don't reach cup? How they print cup?
See,
Anything can happen.
Everything can happen.
I want you to know something about Lekon. If you don't say Lekon,
No.
if you don't ask Lekon, say okay. How you go take reach Lagos? And Lekon no tell us okay, just go through.
Go to no, this is wrong. Let me ask question. Why do you answer my question?
All right. One of the things that happened in that place, Southampton also a championship side, traveled to Craven Cottage and beat Fulham 1-0
In their house.
I mean, 2 Premier League teams gone, 2 underdogs celebrating. And now this brings me to a thought, because every time we always talk about the old school and the new school. So is this a sign that the gap between the Premier League and the lower league is shrinking?
No, it's not shrinking.
I was watching Arsenal Mansfield, and after the match between Newcastle and Manchester City, I was listening to Guardiola talk about the Premier League, the English game. See, I was thinking when he was talking, I was thinking if the teams in the Championship, not Premier League, if they carry half of them to France, League One, most of them will be top 10.
That's right.
I'm telling you, English football, watching Mansfield against Arsenal, those guys are ballers.
They want to kill us now.
Those guys, it's not about see the technical ability. You don't see that. You don't see that any other place.
Arsenal na error
From a League One team. They said most of them. In fact, the guy that scored, they said he just became professional.
Wait till Mosquera do that guy.
He was a fisherman or something.
Wait till Mosquera do that guy.
I don't know.
That guy wanted to destroy
No,
Mosquera.
the technical ability, everything of those teams. I think the gap between the big boys in England,
Premier
especially,
League.
is really, really shrinking. That's why Port Vale can come from the bottom, fighting for relegation in the 3rd tier, and come to Sunderland that is killing Man City, that is killing a lot of things, that's giving them problem, and beat them 1-0 to take them out. So yes, they have always been upset in the FA Cup, but I think it's just getting smaller. The gap is just getting smaller.
But I just want to say something, because I know you definitely have another say.
Yeah.
Or is this just simply the magic of a knockout competition where anything can happen?
Absolutely. I think I don't want to reach too much into these games because the FA Cup has always been known for this kind of upset. I don't know if you remember what happened in, I think this is the League Cup actually, United MK Dons, when United got knocked out by 4-0. There has always been games like that. Because you know why? I think these big teams don't really, at this stage of the season, they don't really read too much into these FA Cup games. But these smaller teams, they are going to this game feeling like we want to make history. Right?
Like Champions League.
And like these bigger teams, they go into this game. Even most of their rest, they are big players. They want to use these games as as a game to
start
you
to
know,
test
their reserves.
Yeah.
So I don't want to read too much into it. I think it gets tougher. That's the reason why when it gets to the semi-finals, you know, so all these championship teams playing.
Let me take you up from there. When the reason why I said it's getting smaller and England is the one that actually have that problem. In the last 10-15 years, we've had Wigan Athletic win the FA Cup.
Yes.
We've had
Wigan
Portsmouth. We've had Birmingham beat Arsenal in the Carling Cup.
Yes, Crystal Palace, Leicester.
We can just check the stats, how often it happens in Italy. Italy is either the big team win the Coppa Italia or the Super Cup.
Same thing with Spain.
Same thing with Spain. Is either Barca, Atletico Madrid, used to either win. You will never see a team from relegation beat you. It's hardly, maybe it happens once in 10 years. In Germany, you will never see a team from the third tier coming to beat even the lowest team. So I think England just have that aura about them. Any team, non-league, can just come and mess you up. And on the fact that most of the big teams usually rest their players. They were doing they rest their players, but they were doing the costing of the players. Arsenal players, even though we rest Subimendi, we rest Rice, we still have like 500 and something million
national.
On that. And Mansfield has only seven pounds.
So
on that,
even though
they
we're going
rest,
to leave
the
the
quality
studio
is still there.
Yes,
we need to leave now.
On that.
All right, quick. This next talking point, you'll be very much interested because it has to do with United legends versus United.
Yeah.
I mean, why all this FA Cup drama is happening on the pitch? There's another debate that is brewing of it. Former Manchester United legends like Gary Neville, Rocky, Paul Scholes, Wayne Rooney, I mean, continue to heavily criticize the club whenever things go wrong. But of recent, Patrice Evra has come out defending the team and pushing back against what he sees as constant negativity. Yeah. I mean, sometimes when I watch these guys on Sky Sports, I'm like, guy, man, now they calm down. I'm just blab. Especially when result doesn't work. The likes of this guy, especially Gary Neville. But we see you when we play. Nobody say you said you good. Nobody say you good like that. We know as Yakubu and Leos Osman when they chop you. Nobody say we know as all these Charles Igbobia, Bola on they chop you. You go come TV say you don't be pundit. You go they do like Leko for
United.
I mean,
Newcastle.
You know it's like one bet kill like 55 stones. I mean one stone kill like 55 bets. This is what touch Leko.
So Leko, I never even asked you the question. Say you feel say these former players then they protect the standard of the club, or they are just hurting the team with this constant criticism?
They are hurting. No standard. They don't get standard. Oh, they don't get standard. You see, for this life, everything at time. Your time don't pass. Leave this thing for the person. People where own the time now. Why they complain? Why they lament every time? They hurt the club. And if you like say they use old generation, they compare new generation. Your generation time they use iPhone. This one they use iPhone now. So this everything don't change. You know if you just to compare. So see, and forget. I don't really like to talk to all those legends. When we say Fabregas, Como, before Fabregas, Como, talk about the new generation of Arsenal. They are useless.
Why we go always
we they talk about Man U and how your legends are killing your team.
I don't know how you
are here talking about Fabregas where they exist.
Second United, oh yeah, Benisi Mike.
But for real though, it is quite heartbreaking that Scholes has come out to say, Carrick is not doing a magnificent job. I think if these guys feel like Carrick is not doing enough, they should apply for the job too.
And now
it's not only open to Carrick, and of course the summer is here, so United will be open to everybody.
Easy.
So but if there is a bit of a chook neck,
and now
of course this guy has come out to say he's not a Man United fan. Ray Keane, he's come out to say it. So and I don't know if there's something attached to this TV thing that these guys immediately they show on TV. The next thing they are saying is this one is not doing well, that one is not doing well. So many they just spew negativity. I don't know. The club doesn't need that right now, and I don't know why Gary Neville and the likes have been like
And
this.
desperation of attention.
It is quite heartbreaking.
To be sincere, I usually think, are they doing it for money? Because for me, I think they should know how heartbreaking it is for the players. Forget about fans. Because I put myself in the shoes of the players. You want the legends, the good players that have played for your club to see the good that you are doing. But when they criticize you, you know, it's psychological because you believe that they are good. You believe they know much more than you. It gets to you. I think Van Dijk said it. It gets to you. When you are criticized by a non-entity, it's easier to say, waiting this one, no. But when you are criticized by a top professional like that, it gets. I don't think it's helping the team. They probably think they are helping the team. They are trying to up the standard, just like the host said. But they are not. They are just killing the team. Carrick have been doing well. And the game against Newcastle United, I lost just one game, and you people came out and started saying they shouldn't think.
It felt like they were waiting for him to.
At some point, do you guys think they are because of course they are passionate about the club. At some point, do you guys think their emotions get to play when they talk about this club?
Of course,
when results get.
If you're playing for United and a player like a legend like Paul Scholes, who won about 11 Premier League titles and loads and loads of trophy for United, and it comes out to say you're not good enough for the club, even though it is sometimes it is true that some of these players are not good enough for those clubs, it gets to you because. It's not like we are not talking about a Danny Shitu, no disrespect to him. We're talking about a Paul Scholes.
Why do you have to bring Danny Shitu?
No, I'm just saying.
How does Paul Scholes?
I'm measuring standard now. So
no, please use another person as Arsenal.
I would make her use you.
Use Sylvester. Use Sylvester.
Sarah also won enough.
Use Sylvester. Come on, use someone else. Use O'Shea
or Bebe.
O'Shea won a lot.
Use Bebe or Januzaj.
So
I mean, come on.
So
how does Danny Shitu?
I understand.
Justice for Danny Shitu.
I understand where these legends are coming from because back then they won a lot. They were winning the league almost every season, but times have changed and United are not dominating anymore. The standard has a bit dropped, reduced. So they have to understand that too. So, but at the same time, they have to understand that it is not a job that can be, the problem at United is not something that can be overturned just over some couple of months. And Carrick has not even been on the job for, it's not even up to 3 months. He got the job, I think, January, mid of January.
Mid-January.
And this is just match. And match just started. And he has only lost only one match.
To me, I just say as desperation of attention because they don't say if they talk out, we go tune in.
Now waiting they rain.
So sometimes know when to keep short, respectfully.
Like on the ball.
Let's move to someone else that just get on the job as well, and let's move to Spain this time around because things are far calm at Bernabeu. We thought the storm would be over, just like that R. Kelly song. The storm never over. The storm still JJ. And I like always sit down for a year. They always start put Sabi Alonso that time. Now they don't come Alonso. They don't put Abeloa. The storm still JJ. What thing they happen for Bernabeu?
No. See, why they try? I don't like the way they talk. See,
just in this 30 minutes. 30 minutes ago, I was talking well.
All of the Arsenal fan like this. Just
no, face Bernabeu.
See, all of us know say.
What Arsenal do you?
Oh boy, tabak bali go no. I go join you. We are continue Bernabeu.
See, this man is clueless, man.
Abeloa.
It's clueless.
Abeloa, no
savior.
Leave him.
Man,
make it land.
Man, no, there's no structure in that thing. If Mbappe no play or Vinicius no play, that's him. They miserable.
Yeah.
Nothing will happen. See, when they win that match, when they win then, I be like saying my head where I talk. Where I talk something say, me they face structure thing. When we start with the man no get structure. The man, and I no blame him. The guy in the coach the Castilla of Madrid.
Yeah.
So he don't get any experience, and I feel like say in Madrid job it comes with a lot of pressure, and he can't handle that. He can't handle that pressure. No, they should give people that have experience. Abeloa is clueless. He's a clueless manager.
Look, I'm still staying on.
Like a 7-car.
Wait. Club legends Ivan Aguirre has come out to talk about that. Maybe a proper legend like Raul Gonzalez would have been a more logical choice because his coaching experience with Real Madrid Castilla. He also believes that the clubs were too quick to sack Alonso, who had maintained a win rate above 70%. So, did Real Madrid make the right call by replacing Alonso with Arbeloa?
To me, I don't know. I can't say anything to that because I don't like Alonso. I feel like Alonso just Alonso acts the tactical approach when it comes to football generally. He has tactical, but the man management doesn't have management.
Yeah,
so I believe that if anybody can, this man, this new guy now, what I like about him, he doesn't have structure, he doesn't have tactical distance, but what I like about him is that he has man management. You see the way he talks to them, they respect him, they respect them, and that's what Samuel Alonso is missing. Alonso is a good manager. I won't say that. He's a good manager. He's a very, very good manager. When you see him, what he did at Vale F.C, he did very well at Vale F.C, and everybody we gave him accolades for that. But when it comes to the job of Madrid, that's not what we need. We need you to manage these people, to talk to them.
Ayo, let's talk about the injury problem, because to be fair, Arbeloa hasn't exactly inherited a healthy squad. No, there's Jude, there's Elder Militao, there's Rodrigo, there's Mbappe coming and going back. The injury problem enough excuse? I mean, to just overlook whatever woes he might be having in his managerial career right now with Real Madrid.
I don't think the injury is an excuse. No, I don't think so. There's something, football, of course, you won't always have all your players fit. And that is when you know if a manager is good enough or not. And Carlo Ancelotti has shown us that. Yeah. I remember 2023-2024 season when he won the league, I think it was 2024. Yeah, when he won the league and the Champions League. Real Madrid suffered from a lot of injuries. Yeah. They suffered. It got to a point, Tchouaméni was one playing centre-back. Yes. He played it for several games. Yes. So it's not, if it had not happened before, maybe we hear debating, maybe we could have done better with if players were fit. But then we've seen a great manager in Carlo Ancelotti manage the injury crisis, and they went on to win. They did the double, so it's not enough. But I'm going to excuse Arbeloa for something because he's a young manager, and first time in his life he's coaching a Real Madrid team that has got Mbappe. Yeah. So before you talk about approach or you talk about tactics, you have to talk about managing the egos of the team. And I think he's done that well. But for how long is that going to last? Because to get to a point, managing the ego is not what's going to take you a lot far. Sometimes it will be about how much you manage a game, because that's what we've seen so far in his Real Madrid career. There are some games that he has not managed well. He's been bailed out due to individual brilliance. Mbappe coming to his rescue, Vinicius coming to his rescue. But so far so good. I don't think it is as bad as people are making it, because when you look at Arbeloa, the least experienced manager in the Real Madrid dugout. It's coming 4 points behind Barcelona, and they still got some games to play. I think they still have a chance. I think they do.
When you watch the match, there's no joy again, man. There's no joy. I watched that match. I'm feeling miserable for them.
It was about your investment.
And I think the fear I have now for Real Madrid generally is that
why are you not saying
there is a tendency that they will go trophyless this season.
They will go to
trophyless this season. They are out of the Copa del Rey, right? Yeah. They are 4 points behind Barcelona in the league. I don't think they are going to go beyond Man City.
But you don't want to ride off Real Madrid in the Champions League.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing. But I'm not giving them 30%.
Madrid is the last club you'd want to ride off in the Champions League. I don't know if they're going to win.
Without Mbappe and Vinicius Junior and all those players, they won't beat.
Before Mbappe came to the fold, they were winning the Champions League.
They won't beat Man City.
Let's see what happens.
All right, guys. Let's zoom out from club football for a moment, and let's look at the bigger picture. As global tension rising as the World Cup approaches, something unusual is happening in the world football right now. And just a few moments that we're having the World Cup, let's talk about this. how does football operate when the world itself it's political unstable? You know, we know that one of the biggest concerns is Iran national football team.
Yeah.
USA is hosting this World Cup. And Iran and US, like say...
Iran don't withdraw. They don't withdraw. You don't say they don't go.
No. They are just
They're not
thinking
going
about it.
even. They're not going to even go because
I mean, if Iran were to withdraw, FIFA would have the authority to replace them with another nation.
Get chance.
Croatia qualifying zone.
I know where they go. See, not even go
No
far
be
at all.
Nigeria, they talk.
No,
Asia is far
he's
from
already
Africa.
talking about.
No, where they go? Be say, can World Cup still unite the world?
You change them.
What? There is actually,
Can the World Cup still unite
talk
the
about
world?
there is actually a real concern.
See,
there is actually a
we
real
don't
concern.
want ourselves. You want to talk about if Nigeria still had the chance?
Nigeria-
No, I want to talk about the world unity.
As I come clock him, he can't change them.
I'm a person of world unity. Yeah, I want to talk about world unity.
What unity?
By the end of this month, countries are expected to play the playoff of those that are still not qualified, and you know, I'm hearing that there is a real concern in the FIFA headquarters because some of these matches will play in those regions in Middle East. You know, the qualifiers usually concern Africa, Middle East, and stuff like that. And some of the games are supposed to be played there, and this one that Iran are just throwing Akaronyibo everywhere. So
it's not even looking
people are really concerned about the qualifiers or the playoffs rather.
It's not even looking good because as it stands, the finalissima has been taken away from Saudi. So the location has not been announced yet, but so far so good. It's not going to be played in Saudi. So
I heard a bomb hit a place close to Al Nasri recently.
So you know the signs are already there.
The first way I tell my uncle say, I don't think say this World Cup go really old for this year again. Say and he go pay me like mad.
Why?
Because the investment. I want investment.
So now it's looking obvious that you know world events always shape how this tournament unfolds. I mean, Russia is not in this conversation. Now we're having Iran because of what just happened. I mean, what do you think will even happen if Mexico to start another drama?
Let's say there's get issues like this because of the cartel.
The cartel.
But
kill one of the cartel leaders recently.
They go manage them because they really want to host the.
It's not about them managing it. Well, the players we're willing to come because
exactly.
I have to prioritize my safety first.
Yeah, definitely.
This is now. I don't know what's going on in your contract.
No,
I'm not going to die for another person.
Even your football FA, we even want to protect.
Yeah, they are. Yes, because these players are their investment.
Yeah, that's true.
Like it or not, I'm not going to allow my investment go to wherever and die there because of another person problem. So I'm not going to count another person problem for head. So those players, I don't know if they'll be ready to go there. I doubt it.
Yeah,
because it's not looking like it's going to stop anytime soon. And the FIFA World Cup is just 3-4 months away. So I don't know how that's going to shape out. But
days or 95 days.
It doesn't look good.
Lekon, are you ready to go there?
Go to
Yes,
Iran now.
Where I go for? What me? I go Iran.
Lekon, make I ask you, if Iran give you slots for their national team, you can't play, you no go play.
You know, say I get injury.
It is not against Judy. Say this guy.
If US say me you can't play, you go can't play.
US.
Yes.
My injury just.
You know,
I don't do.
So they choose now. You pick and choose.
Alright guys, let's come back to football. It's UCL week. I mean, it's the Champions League. Those who know they know they. Those who did then they.
Yeah.
Those who did then sabi themselves say they did.
Make them keep quiet.
Yeah. So I mean, it's our Victor Osimhen versus Liverpool. We saw, you know, I mean, I quite felt, judging by how Henry, you know, interviewed Osimhen in the last game, he was even trying to talk to him in pidgin. I quite feel that we sure say they really rep our players enough. Because you could see the aura from Henry, from Richards in the studio. And the same thing happened with JJ Okocha during the Champions League final as well. You could see Gerrard, I mean, hovering over him with so much, maybe like someone they felt glad to see, to talk to. Yeah.
See, Nigerians, we know how they talk. We know really they value ourselves. If we know how people value us for out day, seriously, Nigerians, we have this aura. People, look, okay, let's move away from football a little bit. Let's take it from our entertainers. Yes. Burna Boy. we have said it on this place that the coach, the
England,
coach of
England.
ask for Burna Boy.
Bro,
See,
yes.
we know they really respect us. Nigerians are any Nigerians that is doing well out there. People, we have that vibe. It's in our spirit. Recently, they brought things to come and interview Saka in Arsenal. You know, I was, Rice actually sent a message to Odumovu Plug when he wrote Rice. Nigerians, they forget, we get this aura. We get this aura. Now we know they rate ourselves. Now we know and because of the way,
we don't talk the name.
We don't talk the name. The way that they do us. You know, Nigerians out there have aura. You know, I watched that interview with Henry and Osimhen, and Henry was even like being I don't know you people. How you did? I don't know you people. But you know, Henry was warm towards him, and that's how it allows him. Osimhen. In fact, I can't wait for that guy to come to EPL. Yeah. Seriously.
Alright guys, quickly, he's coming to EPL, but he's not coming to play for EPL. He's coming to England, but he's not coming to play for a club in England. Galatasaray versus Liverpool this time around. I mean,
you know what?
Lekon,
you know why that game
see for this segment we will do now. Now today we go no Lekon, you don't get anything we go. For this segment, now today we go prove you. If you be God of prediction, true.
Set them up.
Yes, no be set up. No. Make it activate your office.
Make I tell you
it's called office activation.
Even right, no be set up. If you are wrong, now set up.
Yeah, oh yeah. Now so we go do am.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, Gala versus Liverpool.
My prediction.
Yeah.
I think Liverpool will qualify. Yeah. And you know why? You know I thought Liverpool.
Me, I will just bet Osimhen to score.
You know I thought Liverpool will qualify. This game go be like revenge. Don't say it before. Gala beat Liverpool. And Liverpool of late they don't pick a little bit. So I think they have enough. Honestly, I think they have enough to.
So who thought say if Gala beat Liverpool first time, Gala no if beat them.
It's possible, but I just feel like Liverpool get enough, enough players, enough quality players to get past Gala. Yeah, now Then
see, number one, firstly, before I say my prediction, because I don't want to make people be like saying people now you be owners now. You won't set me up like you go to door.
When they spew rubbish,
You gotta go green. But Gala all the way. Osimhen to score 3 goals.
Patrick, Shana man away before.
Shana waiting you want make we put our money on that.
come on away from it.
Lekon, you don't watch close.
Lekon a para.
Now just talk say we know you respect that. They appreciate that well.
But no, we don't appreciate it. No, now if they do it now, you never do it. We never even know what your prediction now. Remember, it's a prediction of doom. I mean, prophet of doom.
See.
So we got know.
That guy see that song. Patrangi celebrating. So
okay, we'll go see.
No, we go celebrate you after everything.
After everything done.
We have Atlanta versus Bayern Munich, Atletico Madrid versus Tottenham Hotspur, Newcastle United, facing Barcelona.
Bayern go be there like Peking.
Bayern not the way.
Look at me, they see something else.
Bayern will be too much for them.
Bayern 7-1.
Bayern will be too much. But that's Atletico. That game is dicey. You know why?
I don't know about Madrid.
As bad as Spurs have been this season, they've been flawless in the Champions League.
They go be there.
Can you imagine Spurs they were not involved in playoffs. They qualified.
They were 5th.
The best 8. So I mean, you have to appreciate Spurs for that. They've been doing well in the Champions League. So I don't know.
I feel with Atletico inclusion of Ademola Lookman, their attack feels sharp. Looks sharper now.
But let's see.
And it's going to cut them.
Yeah, fluid.
I'm going to give it to Atletico. Actually.
Atletico Madrid. I mean, you want face
I will shock you.
You want face me?
Spurs win that. I don't know about both legs though. Spurs will win this.
Now Atletico they also.
You want to do face off?
Spurs want to face off. Spurs will lose that.
You want to face off with
Now Atletico they also.
Spurs not go lose that.
You want to face off with Agbawo?
If it be draw,
okay, guys, let's talk Newcastle Barcelona.
That game, man.
Barca will qualify.
That game.
Barca will be too much.
Barca will qualify.
And of late, Newcastle has been struggling for form. And they've been terrible at home.
Yeah,
but Newcastle also have been very good in the Champions League. Okay, they qualify via the playoffs, but he says they do Carabao, but Barca will be too much. I think Barca will beat them. I don't know about 2 legs.
It will be tight.
It will be tight, of course. Because the last encounter was 2-1. But then, it will be tough. But I think Barca have enough.
We have so many interesting games. Like we have Bayern Leverkusen, Arsenal
qualify.
Bodo Glimt and Sporting CP.
That one,
Sporting Lisbon.
That one because Bodo Glimt joyful ride. I'm not sure say it don't end. And the good thing for Bodo Glimt is that so far so good. Their league don't break. So they've been
Get
playing.
that
It just be like say they play.
Like man.
In as much that thing be like. It be like blessing to them. If it be cost to, because if you they rest too much,
Yes.
you're gonna lose match fitness.
Yeah.
So let's see how it goes. But I think they have enough to,
All about PSG Chelsea this time around.
Oh,
That game is a blockbuster.
Whenever right of Chelsea.
It's a blockbuster. PSG have not been doing well. PSG have not been doing well. Lukaku has beaten them twice in just.
They beat that woman away.
Yeah.
No, I don't beat that one away.
So,
PSG.
But just like Ayo they talk, Champions League form different from league form.
like Lekos said the other time, Chelsea also have not really been playing so well. Their coach, I think that guy has not really gotten the team very
And
well.
don't forget that this guy knows how to beat him.
So it's 50-50.
Because
They came from
But it's a
yeah.
different team now. They did that with different quality.
You go beat him.
But one thing about Chelsea is that even though I'm not a big fan of that club, but one thing I'm not going to take away from them is that when it comes to this kind of games, big games, never right of Chelsea.
Now only Arsenal they beat them.
The three times Arsenal has lost has been to
against
Arsenal.
Arsenal.
Chelsea have been a team that they know how to bring down teams like that. Remember the Club World Cup, the 3-0. Nobody expected that. Even Barca 3-0, and even the time they knocked out Real Madrid. You remember that season? That's 2020.
Yeah.
Never right of Chelsea in this kind of game. But PSG will also be looking to right around.
I'm not a fan of that man.
Oh, guys, it seems Real Madrid Man City. Which one is the biggest game? Real Madrid Man City or Chelsea PSG?
Based on history, Real Madrid Man City. I didn't want Madrid now. Now Madrid will talk now. They're supposed to name this competition after Real Madrid. Now Real Madrid Champions League.
They go.
Go down.
Say
the person where you win near them. Now 7 Champions League you win, and you don't win like 15.
Who beat them last season? Real Madrid. Who commanded them for Champions League?
They beat Madrid though. They beat Madrid by 6-5.
Now Arsenal now.
I know. I want them to talk now. I want them to talk. We beat them more than over the way.
I'm talking about Madrid. Madrid.
City. Why can't they crack?
6-5.
But really,
Now we beat them.
But really, you win them. Not be 0 is
I don't understand why they.
Who beat Madrid for last season?
Pikin no book. They say
The question be say who combat Madrid for last season?
They say Pikin no book. They say get good handwriting.
Who is winning Premier League, Champions League this season? Oh yeah, no talk Arsenal. Oh yeah. Who they win Champions League this season?
The Man City now.
PSG where Chelsea go come on.
Why you can't talk and look away?
No, make they ring for him body now.
Arsenal get that.
Alright guys, we need to get out of the studio. Football never stop giving us stories to talk about.
Yeah.
I mean, and the beauty of this game is that every week something shifts. A hero becomes a villain, an underdog rises, and a giant begins to wobble. So they can hold down like that. All those are very good things. Because just like one of our Oga go talk, say football be like biscuits. If you crack, you don't know where you go crack.
We are here again. We are going now.
OG.
And load that ball. But so before I go, let me introduce myself again.
No. Producer don't say we come on. We know you. We know you.
Introduce yourself now for a whole page. They will open a whole chapter for you to introduce yourself.
Alright guys, we'll be back to analyze it, to argue about it, and to enjoy the ride. Don't forget to keep the yarning. And to everyone listening, wherever you're tuned, wherever you're listening from, we appreciate you being part of the Football Yarn community. Alright, remember, football isn't just played on the pitch. It lives in the conversations we have about it. And until next time, from Lekon, Ayo, Ola, I'm your host, Toby. This has been Football Yarn. Keep the passion alive. Keep the debate flowing. I will catch you on the next episode. Now, football with the yarn, we know the what?
No, they need.